On the day of the wedding, Chioma stood at the altar, her heart brimming with love and anticipation. The villagers gathered around, ready to witness the union of the beloved couple. Hours passed and whispers began to spread. Where was Kofi? Chioma's heart pounded in her chest as worry replaced joy. Finally, a note was discovered, revealing the truth. Kofi had run away with Amina, leaving Chioma alone and heartbroken. In the small coastal town of Lamu, nestled by the shimmering Indian Ocean, the waves carried whispers of ancient secrets and old tales. One such tale was of Chioma, the ghost bride. Her story was known by all, a haunting reminder of love turned bitter. The legend spoke of Chioma, a woman betrayed on her wedding day, who returned from the afterlife to exact vengeance on bridegrooms, ensuring no man would find the happiness she was denied. Zaina, a young woman with a heart full of love, was preparing for her own wedding. She was deeply in love with Juma, a kind and brave man. Their love was the talk of the village, but a dark shadow loomed over their joy. The legend of Chioma haunted Zaina, filling her with dread. She knew she had to find a way to appease the ghost bride to protect Juma and their future together. Many years ago, Chioma was a beautiful and vibrant young woman living in Lamu. She crafted colorful beads and sold them by the seashore. Her laughter, a melody that blended with the ocean's rhythm. It was by the water that she met Kofi, a handsome fisherman with a gentle smile. Their love blossomed under the African sun, and they spent countless evenings walking along the beach, dreaming of their future together. Chioma's best friend Amina often joined them, her laughter mingling with theirs, creating a bond that seemed unbreakable. The three were inseparable, and Chioma felt blessed to have such a loyal friend and loving fiancé. The village elders spoke highly of Chioma and Kofi's love, predicting a bright and joyful future for the couple. Their love was passionate and intense, filled with whispered promises and stolen kisses under the palm trees. They dreamed of a home by the sea, where they would raise a family and grow old together. As the wedding day approached, Chioma's excitement grew. She spent hours preparing, making sure every detail was perfect. Her wedding dress, a beautiful white gown, symbolized the purity of her love. The villagers celebrated with her, their hearts full of joy for the couple. However, beneath Kofi's smiles and tender words, a storm was brewing. Unbeknownst to Chioma, Kofi's heart had begun to waver. He found himself inexplicably drawn to Amina, whose beauty and charm had always captivated him. Amina, harboring secret feelings for Kofi, saw an opportunity to fulfill her own desires. They began meeting in secret, their forbidden love growing stronger with each stolen moment. On the day of the wedding, Chioma stood at the altar, her heart brimming with love and anticipation. The villagers gathered around, ready to witness the union of the beloved couple. Hours passed and whispers began to spread. Where was Kofi? Chioma's heart pounded in her chest as worry replaced joy. Finally, a note was discovered, revealing the truth. Kofi had run away with Amina, leaving Chioma alone and heartbroken. Devastated by the betrayal, Chioma felt her world crumble. The pain was too much to bear, and in her despair, she walked into the sea, her white dress floating like a ghostly shroud on the surface of the water. The village mourned her loss, their hearts heavy with sorrow, but Chioma's spirit could not rest. Fueled by the agony of her broken heart, she returned as a ghost, vowing to exact vengeance on any man who dared to marry in Lamu. For years, Chioma's spirit roamed the town, taking the lives of bridegrooms the night before the weddings. The once joyous occasions turned into tragedies as groom after groom met a grim fate. Kato, a young fisherman with dreams of a family. Musa, a kind merchant with a heart full of hope, and many others fell victim to Chioma's wrath. The town lived in fear, and the legend of the ghost bride grew stronger with each passing year. As Zaina's wedding day approached, fear gnawed at her heart. She loved Juma deeply and could not bear the thought of losing him. The stories of Chioma haunted her, and she knew she had to find a way to save her beloved. Determined to break the cycle of vengeance, Zaina sought help from Mama Fatuma, an elderly woman known for her wisdom and knowledge of the spirit world. Mama Fatuma listened to Zaina's plight and nodded knowingly. To appease Chioma, you must understand her pain and tell her story, Mama Fatuma said. Only then will she find peace and leave you in peace. Zaina decided to visit the spot where Chioma had ended her life. Under the moonlit sky, she stood by the sea, her heart heavy with sorrow for the ghost bride. She called out, Chioma, her voice filled with compassion and determination. Chioma, I know your pain. I know the betrayal you suffered. Please, let me tell your story and find it in your heart to forgive. The wind howled and the waves crashed violently against the shore. Suddenly, Chioma's ghostly figure emerged. Zaina's heart pounded, but she stood firm, her eyes meeting Chioma's. Tell my story, Chioma whispered, her voice echoing with centuries of pain. Zaina nodded and began to speak, recounting Chioma's life, her love for coffee, and the betrayal that led her to her tragic end. As Zaina spoke, she felt Chioma's anger and sorrow, and tears filled her eyes. She spoke of the countless grooms who had met their end because of Chioma's vengeance. When she finished, Chioma's ghostly form seemed to soften. The rage in her eyes dimmed, replaced by a deep, profound sadness. Thank you, Chioma whispered. I will not harm Juma. Your love has given me a measure of peace. With that, Chioma's spirit faded into the night, leaving Zaina alone on the beach. She felt a sense of relief wash over her, knowing that she had appeased the ghost bride and saved her love. As the first light of dawn broke over the horizon, Zaina made her way back to the village, her heart filled with hope for the future. The town of Lamu slowly healed from the years of terror brought about by Chioma's spirit. Zaina and Juma's wedding was a joyous occasion, filled with laughter and love. As they exchanged their vows, Zaina felt Chioma's presence, not as a malevolent force, but as a silent blessing from the other side. The story of the ghost bride became a tale of caution and remembrance, a reminder of the power of love and the pain of betrayal. And so, the legend of Chioma the ghost bride lived on, woven into the fabric of Lamu's history, a testament of the enduring power of love and forgiveness. However, the peace in Lamu was tenuous. Despite the pact with Zaina, Chioma's spirit still lingered in the shadows, watching over the town. The villagers knew that any disruption to the delicate balance could rekindle her wrath. Thus they honored her memory and the sacrifices she made, ensuring that love and fidelity were cherished above all else. This story of love, betrayal, and redemption will forever be a part of Lamu, a haunting reminder of the fragile nature of the human heart. Well, that is it for now. It's me, your narrator, Dave Humble. I'll be seeing you soon with more stories. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.